Hi, I'm Brick.
And I'm Siren, and we're here to answer the web's most asked questions about the F-35. All right, can the F-35 take off vertically? Perfect question for you.
Yeah, that's actually kind of a tough question. The short answer is yes, the B model can take off vertically. However, it's really not feasible operationally because it has to be lightweight, so it can't have a lot of fuel or ordnance on it to take off vertically.
Awesome. All right.
All right, my turn. Let's see. Can the
Easy,
F-35 hover?
Another good question for our B model pilot. Yes, the F-35 Bravo variant or Stovall variant can hover like a helicopter. It's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen an aircraft do. I'm always in awe when I get to see it.
All right, little known secret, it's actually very easy. You only have to hit 3 buttons and this thing comes to a stable hover. Even a below average pilot like myself can do it. All right, what is the F-35 top speed?
Oh, so the F-35.
Now this is a test for Siren.
Mach 1.6, did I pass? Mach 1.6, depends on the altitude and the atmosphere. All right, what is the F-35 used for?
So the F signifies fighter, but the F-35 is much more than a fighter. It's a fighter aircraft, it's an attack aircraft, but it's also a fantastic, what we call ISR, or intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance aircraft. Because of its advanced sensors, its advanced data links, it has the capability just to collect massive amounts of information and share it with whoever they needs to be shared, so that everyone can make critical decisions.
Yeah, I've also heard of it called or used as a force multiplier as well, because of all the advanced technology that it has in the jet. So it is definitely something fun to fly. All right, what is the F-35 made of?
Oh, that's a hard question. It's made of a lot of things, to be honest. The F-35 is actually made from parts from around the world, first of all, and it's better to say that it's assembled here in Fort Worth using special techniques to give it the stealth capability, or what we call LO. When you take a look at the aircraft and we talk about stealth, right? Stealth has 2 main components. The first one is its coating, and we really can't talk about the coating, it's classified, but there's multiple coatings that go in there to help make it stealth or low observable. The other part of it is the geometry. So if you look at the aircraft, there's really no straight edges for the radar to reflect off of, and there's just a lot of technology that goes into making this aircraft a stealth aircraft.
Yeah, absolutely. And just walking through the production line and seeing how an F-35 comes together, it's pretty amazing in our mile-long factory here in Fort Worth. But the F-35 is also made in Italy and Japan as well. So lots of moving parts in the jet, and definitely thanks to everybody who actually makes the jet for us, because it's a phenomenal jet.
Absolutely.
So what generation is the F-35?
So we refer to the F-35 as a 5th generation fighter, and people often want to know what is 5th gen, or when they hear the term 5th gen, they automatically think stealth. But 5th generation is much more than stealth. It's a combination of the stealth technology along with the advanced sensors that we have, sensor fusion, and the advanced data links. Just a quick word about what sensor fusion is. When I was flying my 4th gen fighter, I was as much a sensor operator as I was a tactician and a pilot. What sensor fusion does for the pilot is it takes care of the sensors. And not only does it take care of the sensors and manage them for the pilot, but it also optimizes them. So that's one of the real game changers and what differentiates a 4th gen aircraft from 5th gen.
Put that in the back of my brain there. What is the F-35 Block 4? That is a new upgrade that the F-35 is going through, both hardware and software upgrade for the jet. It should actually make a lot of the things that were aging out in the F-35 much better, and it's optimizing better data as well. All right. Okay, so what does the F-35 tape helmet do?
That's a great question. The F-35 helmet first is designed to protect the pilot's head in the case of ejection or egress or whatever. But more importantly, it's also an integrated part of the aircraft and can be a sensor. So the F-35 does not have what we call a HUD, or heads-up display, that piece of glass that's on the panel for the pilot to look through. All of that information is projected onto his or her visor, as well as the cameras project information and provide tactical information. So much like the jet itself, the helmet is a generational leap in technology available to fighter pilots.
And what most people don't know is that the helmet is actually custom fit to the pilot.
All right, Siren, here we go. What does the F-35 look like?
So it's a fighter jet, but you know what? No one actually knows what it looks like because it's stealth, which makes it invisible.
Good answer.
Just kidding.
Good answer.
It's obviously a fighter jet optimized for stealth.
Yep, single seat, single engine, twin tails.
Awesome. Well, I think we answered all those questions. So thank you for joining us. This is Siren,
And I'm Brick.
and we're signing off.